What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. So I hadn't planned on doing a recap on this show, but I just had to speak on this. A couple of nights ago, I seen Black Chyna show was trending, and so I checked it out, and it's on a Zeus network. For those of you who's wondering, what network it comes on, and she's on season 1, and I seen her talking about the show on Wendy a little while back. So I checked out episode 1, and I was just too outdone from what I seen with her mama, Toni. And I know a lot of y'all know Toni from Instagram because that's where you see her at the most. She's always doing Instagram live, and she's always talking about her and Chyna relationship. But I don't follow her. So I don't really keep up with her. I don't know that much about, her and what she puts on social media. I pretty much find it out by, YouTube videos, anything that she's done that's just out the box. And when it's trending, and then you hear about it that way. So episode 1, Chyna had invited her to come out to see the grandkids because she says she never gets a chance to see her grandkids. Her and Chyna don't have a good relationship for whatever reason. And what she does is try to make it seem like it's all Chyna's fault. And so Chyna invited her out, and she has a problem with Chyna's best friend. She got a problem with the girl assistant. Chyna lives, of course, in a rich neighborhood, in a mansion, and got a lot of cars, and she's talking about all that. Like, all her mama care about is materialistic things, and for what? Like, she's not a celebrity. And talking about she a boss. I'm like, a boss of what, your Instagram page? So she comes to the girl house. They sitting around in the kitchen at the island, and this is the scene when they supposed to be talking, since they haven't seen each other in a while. And she so claims she's so hurt because Chyna don't want to have nothing to do with her. Chyna's so low down and dirty. She had her car repoed and all this and that. And I'm like, yeah, it's more to the story than this. So I'm like, I'm going to watch this. So I'm watching it because it's like none of the show is fake. Like, it's just pretty much uncut and raw. And her mama was mad at her because she took a car from her, or had repo, whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I'm like, why are you mad? She bought you a car. Then she talking about the price of the car was $40,000. You should be glad you got that. Like, this woman really thinks that she owns celebrity status. And if that's the case, buy your own damn car. Like, your daughter, based on how Chyna speaks of her, she should be glad that the girl bought her that. So her issue with her is Chyna makes her look like a bad mom. I'm like, no, you make yourself look like a bad mom. You rowdy, you toxic as hell. You want to fight the girl. You say some very mean and vile, just disgusting stuff to her. Like, hurtful things, like the things she was saying to Chyna really hurt me. And it made me look at Chyna different. That's why you can't always judge people, based on the things that you see or what you hear about them, because you don't really know about a person and what's going on with them mentally, or what's in their spirit. Like, you don't really know the true person or why they act the way they do. And by what I seen, by how she treats Chyna, it made me think back to the Robin Chyna show, and why she was just like screaming and acting a complete fool, and at times even looked like she wanted to beat the hell out of Rob, and just all that, just just bad things surrounding him, like bad spirits and negative spirits and just anything toxic. You can tell that all of that rubbed off on her from her mama. Now, you might want to say, well, and I call her mama a narcissist. I had to speak on this because this is what most of my videos are about. So I'm like, I got to talk about this. It just stood out to me so much of how narcissists, they all do the same thing. They all blame you. They do the gaslighting thing. They try to brainwash you. They make you think you crazy. Like, this is how her mama treats her. She even wanted to fight her. She threw something at her. Security had to put her out the house. She in the car. She ranting and raving and talking about how she get her the hell on out of there. And she even made some kind of comment like, I don't care if that bitch kill herself. Like, who says this about their own child? Just evil. And so that's how episode 1 ended. So when episode 2 came on, and I caught that one last night. I caught it late last night. When that one came on, it was showing her getting in a car, and she's telling her bodyguard, just probably her little man on the side, his name Ross, Tokyo, telling him to get her out of there and, book her the next flight and all this kind of stuff. Like, she's so mad. Like, what they do these type of things. They make it seem like you're the one who did something wrong, like you the bad one. And they can't do no wrong, like it's all your fault. That's how she was treating Chyna on the show. So I'm like, I thank God that, I'm glad that God used this show to expose this woman for who she really is. And I know that that's Chyna mama, and at the end of the day, she gonna always love her mama. But this is not good for her. Like, that's a real toxic relationship. And they don't need to be in each other's company if she gonna continue to act that way. Like, that woman needs help. And I'm not talking about therapy. Like, she needs a whole lot of prayer. But first of all, she have to be self-aware with her, of her behavior. Like, her entrance, she think that she just the shit. And I'm like, and why? Why do you think you ain't got nothing going other than your damn Instagram page? And then everything she talks about, she puts it on Instagram. Anything dealing with her and her daughter. Like, this girl don't want a relationship with you on Instagram. She want a real life mother-daughter relationship with you. But she wants to have an audience. Like, she needs an audience. She got to prove things to people. She got to prove to the world that she's such a good mom. Which really only proves that she's not. Like, this is a bad, toxic mother. And she don't need her in her life. And I don't blame her for not wanting her around her or her kids. They don't need to be around it. Screaming and hollering and all this ghetto foolishness, cursing and everything in this neighborhood. And those people, they like... So Chyna was like, y'all not going to make me lose my place. And I guess she's renting her house. But still, it doesn't matter. Renting, buying, this woman, she need help. Something is seriously wrong with her. Just evil. And so, like I say, in episode 2, came on where it left off. She's in a hotel room now. Face beat down. Hair pent up. Just let you know it's all for TV. Like, she putting on a show constantly. But she will not take responsibility for how bad she treat her own child. She kept bringing it back and putting it all on Chyna. And talking about she took her car away from me. And she saying that my mom raised her. Well, the girl know who raised her. Like, she's not going to forget that. She was telling her, you wasn't there for me as a mother like you should have been. You put your men before me. And she talking about you was old enough to vent for you, to take care of yourself and stuff. And so she was venting to her friends. She don't like her friends. She don't like her assistant to know how their relationship is. I'm like, no, you don't want them to know how you are. There's nothing wrong with Chyna other than, the pain that she's dealing with of having a mother like you. And how you treated her in the past. So, yeah, she's in a hotel room acting like she want to leave. And then Ross, he's like her yes man. He gonna agree with everything she say because he got to keep getting that money. I don't even know why she have a bodyguard. I just don't get it. And Chyna's assistant, I don't know, it was something about him. It's like he just kind of seemed like the type. He just kept saying things like, I just wish it could have been better with y'all. And he's saying y'all, like, you need to call out her mama. Chyna is not the problem. Chyna did the right thing. She was there trying to talk to her mom. She invited her to the house. She the one that just spazzed out and ready to fight her daughter and kept talking about a damn car. Like, all she cares about is the materialistic things and just looking good and looking like a celebrity's mom that she act like China's supposed to bow down to her and just praise her. Like, just because you had her doesn't make you a good mother. And you're not deserving of all these things that you demand from this girl. And she need to check herself. And like I say, Ross is her bodyguard, and it's like he just agreeing with everything she's saying like a damn dummy. But then in the hotel room, she got the silk floral robe on and everything. Like, he finally said, yeah, that is your daughter. You her mom, but you got to calm down. Like, he was kind of scared to even tell her to calm down. And she think just because she is Chyna's mom, she have the right to be abusive towards her. Like, that just goes to show that woman is a narcissist, a malignant narcissist, to be specific. And you could tell, and look how she talk, look how she act. It's like she just don't know how to communicate. It's no way of having a healthy communication with her. Like, you just can't have a good relationship with her at all. It's her way or no way. Like, she demands respect out of people, but she don't have to respect you. That's a narcissist. So I was like, I just gotta speak on this show. And I hadn't planned on doing no recaps on this show. So like I said, it's her first season, and this is episode 2. Nothing really got resolved. I'm not expecting nothing to get resolved, but you could tell that girl was hurt. She did everything it took everything in her to contain that pain that she was feeling, and to just try to put on a brave face, on camera. I'm talking about Chyna. And so she vented to her friend and stuff, and she was like, I wish I could have been there. And she was like, no, you didn't need to be there. I guess the woman done tried to, approach her friend in a negative way, and she wanted to fight her. So she was like, I'm just going to call her. So her Chyna's assistant and her best friend called Toni and told Toni they wanted to meet her so that they could talk to her and just kind of like put everything on the table. I'm like, put what on? Like, Chyna didn't do nothing wrong. So she's telling Ross, I don't know what to do. So should I just stay or should I leave? I'm like, you don't want to leave because you got to get that paycheck. You're not ready to quit the show on a second doggone episode. And so her best friend and her sister went to go and meet with her. Her best friend, I keep saying her best friend, I forgot her name. She talking to Toni, and Toni, she already ready to just flash out. Like, you're not even trying to hear what the girl gotta say. And she got something against her. Like, she don't want nobody talking to her. Like, no, what it is you don't want to be exposed. See, the demon hate to be exposed. And they get angry at anybody who's on the victim's side. And Chyna is a victim of this type of narcissistic abuse that she dealt with from her mother from all these years. And I'm glad that she is exposing her, and she confronted her. They get angry when you confront them, and they get ready to fight. Like, they will physically try to harm you. And it's just sad. Ugh. I just feel sorry for people who have to deal with this from a parent. Like, I've had to deal with it from a coworker, but this woman is her mother, and she loves her mother. So it's not gonna be easy for somebody to just cut their mom or their dad out of their life. I know that can't be easy. I can only imagine. But I have a soft spot in my heart for Chyna. Like, it really hurt me to see her mama act that way towards her. It was so sad. That woman, she just needs to check herself, but I doubt it. I don't even really know when the show comes on. I just watch it whenever I'm able to catch it. I might do another recap on it. I might not. I don't know. But just wanted to give my quick thoughts on episode 1 and 2 of Blac Chyna show. It comes on the Zeus Network. So if y'all see the show, or if y'all plan on watching it, if y'all seen it already, leave your thoughts down below and let me know what you think about it. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.